I'm going to be talking about the guy I met on social media. I met a guy on social media. So yes, people can actually meet on social media and connect to be good friends. And also people can also meet and it's the other way around. So I met a guy on Facebook back then when I was still, I was still at home before I traveled. I met a guy on Facebook and then we started chatting. We chatted though, but then I was still at home. I have not traveled. So he asked where I was. He said he's in UK. Then I told him I live in Nigeria then, but I have plans of coming to the UK. So he said, okay, when am I coming? I said, I've not even started my application then. I just, got all my documents and everything ready. I knew I was going to travel because I was preparing for it already. So he asked me which city in the UK would I be traveling to. I wasn't so certain then because I was going to be trying, some schools in Manchester, Birmingham, Sunderland, Northumbria. I was going to be trying different schools then. So I just told him these are the options I have, the cities I'll be sending application to. So he said, okay, fine. So any of these that works out for me, I should let him know. So we started, we communicate, and then along the line we stopped a little. So fast forward to when my visa came out, I told him that my visa is out. He said, okay, and then which city? I told him, and then it happens to be that that is the city where he stays. He said, okay, and then have I bought my ticket? I said, I'm about to do that. I will buy that so date. He said, okay, I should let him know. And then when I bought tickets, I told him my ticket is these days and I'll be traveling this. So he said, fine, that he will come pick me from the airport. If he's not working, you know how they schedule job in UK. So if he's free, he's going to come to pick me from the airport. So when I told him, he checked himself and said, yeah, that he will be free that period because that is even the city where he stays. Because he told me the airport I will land and then how I'm going to come to make it easier for myself and for him too. So when I got to the UK, because the city I applied for, I don't know anybody then. I didn't know a single soul in that city then. But then a friend of mine who stays in the UK, no, he was once in the UK. He was once in the UK, and then he was one who helped me with my application. So he told me that he has someone in that city, so that he will be linking me up with that person to stay for the meantime. I said, okay, fine. And then before I got to know this person, the guy I met on Facebook too. Okay, so it now happens to be that I now have two people in the city where I'll be going to. Okay, so let's focus on the guy then. When I got to the guy, so we started communicating. So when he picked me up when I arrived at the airport, I told him, he has a job there. You know how it works in the UK. So he has a job there. He couldn't meet up to come and pick me up. So I had to call the lady that my friend introduced me to, that I have arrived in the UK. I have arrived at the station where you say I should get to. So that lady came to pick me up. So with the guy now is that it was this guy who, the first job I did in the UK, it was this guy, he introduced me to that job. We became very good friends. He took me around different places, He taught me a lot of things I didn't know about this the new city where I came into. Please like this section for me and subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed. Thank you for joining my live session today. So he was one who introduced me to different cities I have not been to, and then the job. He taught me how things are being done, because in the UK and then back home is a total different thing. If you are coming from Nigeria and the UK, the way things are being done, they are totally different. You know that the system here works very well. Okay. So now why I'm saying this is social media helps a lot of people. It has really helped me. I don't know about you or any other person, but if you are going to meet someone on social media or someone you met on social media, make it to be an open place. Do not go private with that person. I'm fine, thank you. Have you subscribed to my channel? Rubok, subscribe to my channel, please. So do not make it to be a private place when you meet the person. It should be a public place. And then, if you are not sure of what the person is telling you, be careful. If you are not too sure, if you don't think that this person is being real to you, do not trust him or her, and don't try to risk it too. People are still meeting their spouses on social media. A friend of mine that is coming over, she met her friend on her husband on social media, and then we're almost on Christmas holiday already, and then after this holiday she will be coming over to join us here in the UK. Where did she meet her husband? Social media. Social media is good if you utilize it well, and be very careful of the people you are chatting. Check their profile very well. If they are those people who goes on they like to be private. People say they like to keep their things private, but how can you go private when you are searching for something on social media? You are looking for a partner and then you want your profile to be private. How does the person wants to get the information? Like, they need to get something to be satisfied that yes, they are dealing with real people. So putting your profile on private in social media, and you're searching for partner, you're searching for something, to me it doesn't make sense. So every private account is not, don't even deal with anybody that has a private account. Just let them be. Like, because it is assumed that people who have private account, they have gotten what they are looking for already. So I mean, because if they are searching, they should be open. You too, you should be open as well. So let there be no confusion. You can be able to ask your questions, scroll around, go through their profile, do things that you want to do, and then you should be able to get some information from their profile first before you would like to take it further. Before you will now ask people around, maybe you want to get to meet them and all of that. If you can't even get anything from their profile, just leave them. Let them be. If they want to be private, they have to also go and meet their fellow private people or person to communicate, because only them understands what they are doing, and then they can do it better. So don't even get involved. Do not risk it. You don't have to take a risk that you won't even live to tell the story. So if you must risk it, make sure it's something that is worth it. Make sure you don't risk your life. You don't risk that, like, you get to regret it afterwards. No. So anybody who is private should go and meet a private person like them, so that they can deal with each other, private to private. Privacy, they understand privacy a lot, so they should keep it up. I'm fine, thank you. So they should keep it up with each other. Like I say, social media is good. It's a good platform. It has helped me. It worked for me. I know people that I connected with on social media that we are still friends up to date. Please like this live section for me. If you are not subscribed to my channel, subscribe for me. So it is a very good thing. I don't know, just that we still have bad ones on it. That is why we have to trade with caution. Please, we have to really, really do trade with caution. So as I was cooking before this story, so let's check what I was cooking. My beef is, look at it, it's still boiling. I want to make sure it's cooked very well. I want it to be well cooked. I'm fine, thank you. It is giving. Okay, so I was drying pepper, the big red pepper, onion, ginger, and garlic. So I'm going to bring it out to show you what it looks like. The other day we were making jollof rice before my visitors came in, and then we couldn't round up. So now it's stew. Okay, let me show you guys. Okay, so this is it. I dry it to the level of what I want. It is time to blend it now. Okay, I have in the pot already beef which I seasoned. I'm going to be cooking this too with tomato paste, tin tomatoes. This is what we are going to be cooking with. No fresh pepper. My husband said he wants tomato paste stew, tin tomato. So he said he wanted the taste that it's been a long time. So I decided to make it for him before he comes back from work. So let's blend this, guys. We are going to blend. Please like this section for me. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Thank you. While I go to blend this. We are making stew. If you are just joining, I want to blend this. Once I blend it, I'll come back. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Like the live section for me, guys. Thank you. So what I'm doing is, I'm trying to turn this up into the blender. You know, the dry onion and the pepper, ginger and garlic. Once I turn into the blender now, I will blend it. So that's what I'm doing. Time to blend. So I'm done blending. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for waiting for me. So, you know, if you have not cooked your, maybe you have not fried stew before with roasted pepper and all of that, or you have not cooked jollof rice, spaghetti with roasted pepper and all of that, try it and thank me later. Just make sure you roast your onions, your pepper, the red pepper, ginger and garlic. Roast them and then before you blend, and then use it to fry, whether your stew or jollof rice. It gives a good aroma, and then the taste is also very nice. It's something you will love. Just do something new with your cooking, okay? You will love it. Let me go check my baby. So we are waiting for the meat to cook while we continue. If you are just joining, I'm about to fry stew. So this is my beef cooking. We are waiting for it to get cooked, and then we continue. Let me wash the plates. Let's wash while the food is cooking, okay? Join me to wash while we are cooking. Thank you for joining my live section today. Thank you. So I'm cooking, I'm frying stew. If you are just joining, I'm frying stew. So what I have on fire now is my beef cooking. I have it cooking. So we wash while we waiting for the beef to get done. You still see me? I should be seen, you know. So I went out with my baby today. We went to children's center. You know, it's not that we had appointment, so we just went there to show him around. Even though he's still too young, but I just went there to show him around. Thank you for joining my section. Please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe. Oh. If you are joining, you are welcome. Our beef is still cooking. So while the beef cook, let me wash up this plate. We continue. We are frying stew. While the beef gets cooked, let us wash. Thank you for joining. While the beef cook, we are washing. So while our beef gets cooked, let me clean up here a little, huh? While we are waiting for the beef to be ready. Thank you for joining my live section. The beef is still on fire, so let me clean here, then we continue. The beef is still cooking. Please subscribe for me if you have not subscribed. said I'll use laptop to do this today, so that one no good. Phone is even, you know, portable. You can carry it anywhere. Someone accessing this laptop. Bring again on also. Thank you for joining. Subscribe to my channel, please. Our meat is cooking. Subscribe to my channel. Our beef is still cooking. Once it's done, we continue with our stew. In a few minutes time, it will be ready. Subscribe, please. Wow. Let me see my baby. Okay, back to the pot, to our cooking pot. I hope you're seeing this. So the beef, see, cooking. Okay. Mama, ukwu na ukwu if I don't know the one they call it. It's my husband's choice, you know, that we should use this one today. So we are using it. Few minutes more, so it will get properly cooked. Talking about this social media self, I just remember when I was in school, you know, my, I think 200, yeah, my 200 level in school, I met someone on the same Facebook. The person I met on Facebook. So, you know, this guy, we became friends, so he helped me to pay house rent. You know, he paid my house rent in, yeah, 300 level. Yeah, I met him on Facebook. You see, this social media, and especially Facebook, has favored me. It has really do favor me. So that guy, he paid my house rent 300 level, yes. So you see, and then the money I collected from my parents, it now became additional pocket money for me. So you see, social media really do help. It has helped me, especially this Facebook. especially Facebook. I know many friends I have from Facebook that we are good friends now, real life. Facebook, we are now good friends. So I opened my tin tomatoes. I should have shown you how to open it, but I know you all should know how to open this. We are cooking tomato paste, tin tomato stew. That's what we are going to fry today. As my husband said, that's what he want to eat. So my duty as a wife is just to cook it for him, you know, since I know how to cook and it's not a big deal for me. So I'll do the fresh tin tomato stew for him. It's nothing. That's what we do for good men. If you are joining my live session, thank you for joining. We are about to fry stew. Frying stew. Here in my blender, I have onion, I have pepper, and then I'll still check for the name of that red pepper, please, so that I will not be doing this all the time. The big red pepper too, I have them here. I have ginger and I have garlic. So all blended into this. So before I blended them, I dried them. You know, I smoked them in the oven to be dry. That is to help add flavor to what I'm cooking. And then the taste is very amazing. I keep emphasizing on the taste. It is very amazing. So try it. Try it with your stew, just as you can use it. You use it to cook jollof rice. Have you tried it with your stew? Try it. It's something amazing. You will love it. You will really do love it. So now, since I'm okay with the beef, I'm gonna turn it out, and then while we go into our pot with oil. This is our oil, but this is small. I'm gonna bring more. So I know that this one is small, so I'm gonna still put this. So I'm gonna put this away. Okay, a minute. Let me just see on my boy and I'll be back. Just a few seconds, I'll be back. So I'm going to check on my boy and my baby. I went to check on him and he's still sleeping. So because I'm satisfied with this, the beef is cooked already, I'm going to turn it out. I'll turn this out into a plate. We are turning this out into a plate. So anytime I'm cooking, like here in this house, we don't cook much food because when it stays for days in the fridge, nobody is going to eat it again. Like me, I will not eat it, and of course my husband will not eat it. So we end up wasting food if we cook too much food. So anytime I'm cooking, it's always little, since it is just me and my husband, to avoid wasting food. So this is what I do all the time. So I will turn out the water as well because I'm going to use this to cook. Because I'll add it into my stew once it's ready. So I'm going to rinse this pot a minute. I'm coming. So I'm back. The reason I normally rinse this pot before I go in with the oil is because when I season my meat, the onion and all of the particles that comes from it, if I leave it like that in the pot, it's going to burn in the pot before I add oil. So, and I don't like it. Some people, when they are frying, they use red oil. I know a friend from Yoruba. They cook nice food as well with red oil. My gas, because this is on timer, so once it stays for long, it goes off. So this will help you even if you're cooking and then you sleep off. Once it cooks for some minutes, maybe you set it to 60 minutes and above, or 50 minutes, 90 minutes. So once it cooks till that minute, it will go off. It will help to, even if your food is burning, it will not, burn that to the point of maybe to burn down the house, to cause something dangerous or some, to not cause more harm. It will not cause more harm, even if your food is burning. So once, for like that minute, once it gets to that minute, it will go off. So that is one good thing about setting this timer when cooking. So even like whether I'm cooking or not, this timer is just there, so it's just automatic. It will go off by itself. Once it is maybe 60 minutes, it will go off. So my pot, the water in it is dried. I'll go into the pot with my oil. I go in with my oil. So because I'm a wife material, I'm going to make sure I put all the oil. I don't want to waste it. So I made sure I put everything. So I'm still going to top. I'm going to top it up because this is small for me. And of course, I want it to fry very quick before my baby wakes up. So I'm going to be using enough oil. Too much oil so that it will fry quick before my baby wakes up. And then once I'm done frying, I'll turn it out. I will remove the oil from it. Once I'm done, I will remove the oil and then leave the stew. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Thank you. So I'll wait for the oil to heat up before I go in with, what I have in this blender already. So once the oil is set, I'll go in with this. So if you don't know what I have here, like I said, I have in this blender my onion, I have my pepper, and I also have the big red pepper, I have my ginger, and I have my garlic. So I dried them, I smoked them before I blended them. These are the things I have in this blender. So you can add more of the things you want to cook with. But this is the only thing I'm cooking with. And like we said, tin tomatoes is what we are using. As the oga of the house said he wanted a taste of tin tomatoes alone. It has been a long time he had it. So he's going to have it at least for today. So while we wait for this oil to heat up, let me quickly go look after my baby and I will be back. My baby is a good boy. He's been sleeping. He wants to let me do anything and everything I want to do today. So he's been sleeping without disturbing me. We are still waiting for this oil to heat. And I think I'm okay. So I'm going to fry. I'm going to go in with what I'm cooking. So we are going in with this mixture. So we went in with our mixture. I don't want it to be all over the place. I will leave it to dry for just a minute and then I'll go in with this tomato paste, tin tomatoes or tomato paste, whichever one. So I will leave it to just fry for a minute. I'll go in with this. You can leave as long as you want. What you're cooking sounds like African nation accent. I'm an African, proudly an African. What you're cooking? I'm frying stew. I am an African, a proud one. So I'm making stew. I want to fry stew. Subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed for me. Here in the pot is my onion and the rest of it frying. Pepper, ginger and garlic. So once it fries for some minutes, I will go in with this tomato paste. I'm okay with this now. So I'm going in with this tomato paste. You know, some people, they will mix this with water before they go in, they put it into the pot. So some people, they go in directly, like me, the way I'm doing, I'm going directly into the pot. So it depends on the manner of which you cook your food. It's up to you. And then your time frame as well is up to you. Subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed for me, please. Thank you. So I'm going in with this tomato paste. I hope I've answered your question. Okay, so that is it. So I'm going to stir. Are you seeing my pot? So this is it. As you can see, it has enough oil into it. With this oil, it will help it to fry faster. It will help it to dry very faster with this oil into it. So I deliberately added enough oil to it, because if I make it little, my boy might just wake up and I will not be done with frying. So with this oil, it's going to be fast. So this oil is going to make it faster for me. You know, as a mom, whatever I'm doing, I have to, time myself and plan for it, because I know I have a baby to attend to. So, but once I'm done frying this stew, I'm going to sieve it to bring out the oil and then leave my stew. So I make sure I turn till everything is mixed together. I will turn till everything mixed together. My baby's voice. So I'll quickly go see my baby. I'm coming, please.